What up, Bulls Nation? We got live CHGO Bulls postgame coming up right around the corner. Bulls take down the Blazers, 122-121. Looked like an easy win, then it wasn't. Looked like a terrible loss, then it wasn't. Vooch, baby! We'll break it down next. What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome in to CHGO Bulls postgame, coming to you live from our studios here in West Loop, downtown Chicago. CHGO Bulls postgame is presented by Michelob Ultra and Bet365. The delicious taste of victory, like tonight's, deserves something equally superior. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra and download the Bet365 app. Use promo code CHGO365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Might as well be the slogan for your 25-26 Bulls. Peck, Bulls underscore Peck.
That's him.
Big day, bow. BWL Sports. Will the Go Gottlieb, Will underscore Gottlieb. Joey C on the controls. Dave.
Put it on, Joey. Hit him in the face. Bulls win. Do it again. Bulls win. Stop till your arm get tired. Bulls win. Do it for the people. Bulls win. Do it for Portland. Bulls win. Do it for Golden's glasses. Bulls win. Do it for Jake who was here. Bulls win. Do it for the people in the chat. Bulls win. Do it for Matt Peck's mustache. Bulls win. Do it for myself one time. Bulls win. And please do it for yourself there, Joey C. Bulls win. Bulls win. Bulls win. Bulls dang gon' win. Did you see the game? Did you watch that? Did you have your eyes on it? Did you enjoy all that ridiculousness that just occurred on your screen? Because I did. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then I was like, what the hell is going on? And then I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then I was like, what the hell is going on? And then I was like, oh my God, they won this game. What? If you're not tired and worn out by this one, shout out to you. But guess what? The midnight hour is upon us. It's the quiet storm time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to get awesome. After dark CHGO hours, Vooch hits a key three. It was the only shot he hit in the fourth quarter. Coby White with the spin, with the kick out. When he did it, I'm sure everybody was like, what the hell is Coby White doing? And then he hit it to Vooch, and then silence, hush. Just fell over everything, splash. And then Vooch turned around and started talking trash to the Portland fans. You don't ever see him do that. I called him out for that last game he had because it wasn't his best. He was struggling. He wasn't playing well. Guess what he did? He came out and he played well tonight. Y'all better give him love in that chat tonight. I don't want to hear nothing about Vooch tonight. He did his thing. He carried the Chicago Bulls tonight. Man, give me the bucket of hats. Hand me the whole bucket.
Okay.
Give me the bucket of hats. We are happy up in here tonight.
Let's go.
It is joy, happiness up in here. This is for you, Vooch. That's for you right there. This is for you, Coby White. Get you some of that. Everybody get your bucket of that hat. This is for Josh Giddey. Bulls win. Everybody did their thing. Dalen Terry, guess what? I ain't forgot about you either, my friend. You get one of them too. This is an awesome victory for the Bulls because I did not think they were going to win that one. I knew it was going to be weird. I knew it was going to be strange. I knew something insane was about to happen. But I did not think that victory was coming down and coming to the Bulls, man. But guess what? It did. Bulls win. Tell it, man, Joey C. Bulls win. Let's go. Get the game. Bulls win. Woo! That's a victory. Oh, I feel good.
If y'all can't hit the like button for that,
I feel good.
what can you hit the like button for?
I feel good.
Wow.
I feel good.
I think that evened out every single negative Peck rant that we've had over the last 3 years.
I feel like I should take offense to that.
That just healed both.
I have bled my lungs dry.
At least a couple
yelling
of them.
about this organization's ineptitude.
Maybe not all of them, but a lot.
Years. He has. This is true. I've never been able to be this happy. I've never been able to really show this happiness on this show. This is an awesome victory for the Bulls in a game that they should have won. It should not have been that close.
And then they should have lost, but then
Yes,
they
and then
should
they
have
should have lost.
So, look,
and then they won.
Honestly,
Insane.
this isn't me. I see a lot of people in the chat, and thank y'all for being here, whether you're in Chicago and it's very late or wherever you are.
Yeah.
All over the globe, we appreciate Bulls Nation.
Shout out.
A lot of people being like, yo, I'm not thrilled with this win.
What?
Because you're like, oh, Billy put him in position to lose that game. There's a shocker. There's a fresh comment. Vooch may have hit the game winner, but he's still trash.
Quiet.
I mean, look, I was ready to come on here and talk about a Bulls comfortable win.
Yeah.
Then the fourth quarter happened.
Yeah.
And then I was ready to come on here and talk about the Bulls coughing up a terrible loss.
This is true.
Would not be the first time this season already, despite it being a young season.
Yes.
But the Bulls have coughed up a substantial. double-digit lead in the second half, including a fourth quarter. It happens. We've seen it happen before. So it wasn't going to shock me if we watched it happen again tonight.
Correct.
And then Vooch hit a shot. Kobe hit a shot. To trim it from 4 to 1.
Yeah.
Just pulled up, splash, butter, silk. Kobe's amazing. He's back. Start him on Friday.
Yeah.
And then Kobe collapses the defense on that drive. Miraculous kick out pass to Vooch betwixt the trees. Kobe was.
Trees.
And look, I saw somebody in the chat say, Vooch is not clutch.
What you call that?
I'll keep saying it to y'all. I'll keep saying it. Like, it's not like I'm the biggest, like, Vooch is a
Game-winning
Hall of
threes
Famer,
does
like,
he need
Vooch
to hit
defender.
in the first 12 games of the
do
season?
you not believe what your eyeballs tell you?
Seriously.
How many clutch shots does this dude have to hit
Seriously.
in his Bulls tenure
Seriously.
before Bulls fans admit that he is clutch as hell?
He's clutch as
Even
hell.
on nights when he's not having a good night.
Dude.
And I know he wasn't big in the fourth quarter.
Right.
But
he's clutch as
that
hell.
three gave him 27 for the game.
Yes, man.
He was cooking early. He helped to build the Bulls the lead.
It's why we tell you that Billy trusts him. It's why he has that trust in him, man. So even when he's playing bad, yeah, he might go to somebody else for a little bit, and he might. But that last 2 minutes, he's gonna put Vooch in the game, man. And we saw Vooch turn the ball over a couple of times. Some bad turnovers that he had a couple of times. But that's what great players do, y'all. When you got to have it. What do you want? When you got to have it, he gave it to you. All right? You got the victory. Don't matter how you got there. What, you want the clean road? You want the smooth, easy road? I just want the road that ends with a W. I don't give a damn how it takes to get there. It's about winning. What else is it about? It's about winning. Do you want to win or look good losing? I want to win any kind of way, any possible way there is. Give me the W. You can have the good-looking losses. I've seen a bunch of good-looking losses from this Bulls team over the years. Some amazing, some sexy-ass looking losses. They've been great. Give me the butt ugly wins every single time. I want to win. Aren't you tired of losing? I am. I'm sick of it, all right? I want wins. This team would have lost these games last couple years, man. They would have not won these games. But that determination that they had, you got to give them that, man, because that's what these teams, winning teams always do. They find a way to get it done. It doesn't matter how it's looked. It doesn't matter how the sausage is made, just as long as it's hot and it's on the table ready to eat and it's delicious. Give me the victory, man. Sorry, go. Give me the victory.
What are you apologizing to me for? That was incredible.
Because I want to step in. I know you got things to say.
I don't know that there's anything I could say to follow that. That would be remotely interesting. I just like watching that game. It felt like the outcome was written in stone so many different times. It was like 9:15 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Bulls were up 21.
21 points. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They're down 4.
Yeah.
Kobe, they get the jump ball. They win it. Kobe turns it over. And you think that's it. Like there's 9 seconds to go.
Right.
But somehow they found a way. Kobe had a huge clutch 3 there after the bad turnover. So props to him for making up for that quickly. And then the drive and the kick out. Just a really sort of gutsy win, I think, for a team that they really did need to win this. Like, this was a Blazers team that was missing a lot of guys. We're out without Shaedon Sharpe. Scoot Henderson hasn't played a game so far. Drew Holiday's been out. Damian Lillard's obviously not playing this year. They're missing a ton of guys. This was a winnable game. A great way to close out a road trip. A great way to complete the first half of the 5 and 7. And especially after losing that tough one in double overtime to the Jazz a couple of days ago, to get this one back, I feel like that's sort of helps even that out a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like tremendous clutch shot making from those guys, awareness, decision making. And look, I mean, they should not have been in this situation to need that.
They should.
And Vooch even said that on the broadcast. Like, this is not breaking news. They need to be a better team. The Blazers had 26 offensive rebounds, 30, I believe it was 38 second chance points. Like, you're not going to win games very often if you do that. I wrote about this in our instant reactions, which is not up yet, but we talk a lot about like the 4 factors, the possession battle, the things that you can do throughout the course of a game that help you win, right? And it's taking care of the basketball, not putting teams to the foul line, not turning it over yourself, offensive rebounds, and effective field goal. We don't really focus so much on the effective field goal because that's like not one of the controllables, right? You can control if you box out. You can control if you're not being smart with the ball and turning it over. You can control if you're overly aggressive fouling. You can't always control the shot making, but tonight it really was. I mean, they had a historically good offensive rebounding game. I was just looking that up. The Bulls have given up 26 or more offensive rebounds 18 times in their franchise's history.
What?
Only 18 times. So like to win that game, it takes shot making, and sometimes it's a make or miss league, but you got to hit the clutch ones, and that's what they did. That's how you win that game.
Yeah, I'm seeing people talking in the chat, man. I saw my girl Winter saying, yeah, she wants a pretty win. She would like a pretty win once because this is hard. You know, she can't take it.
Yeah.
I completely understand that, man. All of that makes all the sense in the world. So, of course, you want to win pretty. You want the 20-point victories, man. But it ain't going to be like that all the time. And sometimes you ain't got that kind of team right now. You got the spit, glue, and grease out there sometimes for this squad, okay? But I'm telling you, what would you feel like if they lost? What would you feel like right now if they lost this game? Would you feel great because they looked great and they were up 21, or would you be yelling and complaining with your torches and your pitchforks ready to burn Vooch and Billy at the stake?
And look, I would
Give me the
I
win.
would have loved a nice, comfortable, stress-free fourth quarter tonight too.
Sure.
And we talked about it on the show the other day. But if y'all out there are Bears fans in addition to being Bulls fans,
Extra stress.
these fourth quarters gonna kill us.
Yeah.
I saw many of y'all in the chat just now saying the same thing.
7-3.
But I think that there is some very deep and, in my opinion, unsettling truth to the fact that I don't know how many nice, comfy fourth quarters we as Bulls fans are going to get to watch this season.
Yeah.
You know why? Because the Bulls aren't talented enough as a team to blow teams out. They're not. They're talented enough to take a 20-point lead at some point in the game. But the Blazers, yeah, okay, they were 6-8 coming into tonight. They don't look like a real threat in a just daunting Western Conference. They still got talent.
Yeah.
They still got a star-level player in Denny Avdia out there doing his thing. They got Klingon, offensive rebounding goat. Like, the Bulls don't have enough talent to put teams away in the fourth quarter.
Correct.
Until I see them do that, I won't believe that they have the talent to do that.
And you're right to
So
feel that way.
it's going to add to stressful evenings.
Yeah.
Because we're going to sit here and say, all right, well, how are the Bulls going to cough this one up? Tonight, it was not working on the boards.
Nope.
And we talked about it in pregame.
Yep.
Second best offensive rebounding team in the NBA. And they proved it tonight and then some. The Bulls also had some careless turnovers in the fourth quarter when you're trying to put a game away. It's like, enjoy the win or don't. I guess it's up to you. You can be mad about them coughing up a lead.
Win.
But, you know, I
What
think
you here for?
GO80 in the chat saying wins win. I'll take an ugly win
Every
over
day
a nice loss.
Of my life.
South MU on the flip side saying they were up 21, Big Dave, on an after-school special team tonight.
I saw that.
You know what happened
Great.
when the Bulls played a similar after-school special team
exactly
last
what I was
week?
about to say.
They lost the game.
Yeah, how'd that feel? How'd you feel about that one? Because they got their ass dog walked by people you couldn't even name if they walked up to you and said, can I borrow $5? Do you want an autograph? Be like, who are you? They still destroyed them, man. Paul Reed was killing the Bulls. You wouldn't know who that was, all right? I would take the victory every single time, however it comes. Take the victory. Yes, I want the pretty win. I hope they get one of those wins. I'd love to see a 20-point destruction of a team. But like Matt said, sometimes they're going to be that way. You don't have those kind of guys yet on your team where it's going to be that way. So you have to find some other way to get the victory. How about you look at the Indiana Pacers and you talk to them about pretty losses and you talk to them about ugly wins. They have one win. Do you know how many games they've been in? I watched them go to double overtime with OKC. We watched them play a lot of teams down to the final buzzer, and they lost. They want to win. Do you want to be 1-14? No, I don't want to be 1-14, all right? I am very comfortable if this is the way it's going to have to happen, then that's the way it's going to have to be. But I want the win. As Herm Edwards told you, you play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game. That's what I'm out here for, man. Winning.
The Black Pope in the chat saying winning in clutch time is also a skill. Ask the Bears. That's the other thing. Like, again, going back to this might just be our life this season, Bulls fans.
Just be the life.
It's better than getting blown out every other game.
I swear it is.
So there's that. the Bulls are now 6-4 in clutch games already this season. Quick math, that adds up to 10. 10 of their 14 games have been clutch. 5 minutes, a 5-point score or fewer with 5 minutes to go in the fourth. That's going to be our life this season. And some nights they'll pull it out and some nights they won't. And it'll either be them scraping their way back from a big deficit or coughing up a lead. But I think we got to prepare ourselves for that happening every other night.
Hey, I wasn't throwing a stray at my man Paul Reed from DePaul, man. I've watched Paul Reed a lot at DePaul with my own 2 eyes. My brother's season ticket holder. I'm just saying people wouldn't know him if he walked up to you like that, man. They wouldn't know who he was, okay? And he was killing the Bulls, having career nights on them, man. But, dude, you walk away and you take the victory any way you possibly can. You take a victory. At least that's how I look at things, man. I want to win, dog. I want to win.
All right, we got to knock out our first ad break right there. We will come right back. Still plenty to talk about from tonight's game. Throw us your chats. Throw us some super chats if you're feeling generous and happy tonight. Keep the like button coming. 500 of y'all nearly watching late in Chicagoland. We appreciate you. Hit the like. Words from our friends and sponsors. We'll be right back.
Woosah.
CHGO Bulls is brought to you by Bet365. Right now, with the Bet365 early payout offer, you're a winner if your team goes up by 17 points with an instant payout offer on straight bets and parlay selections marked as winners. That sounds like what I want to see the Bears do this weekend. Download the app, use promo code CHGO365 when you sign up. They got something for every football night of the week. Thursday Night Football, $10 safety net bets. Sunday Night Football, there's a $365,000 jackpot you can get in on. And Monday Night Football, 50% super profit boost tokens on same game parlays. You can double your winnings on parlays with Bet365's 100% parlay boost. So what are you waiting for? Also take advantage of that $150 in bonus bets offer when you first sign up with promo code CHGO365 and make your first $5 bet. Win or lose that bet, doesn't matter. You're going to get $150 in bonus bets either way with a promo code CHGO365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ladies and gentlemen, you could be good. Good thing. Yeah, you can be good. It's good. You can also be great. All right. Now, that's what you should be striving for, being great. But then there's that door behind it. Oh, that door with that light coming out of it. You can be ultra. And when you open that door, you are hit in the face with frosty coldness. And when you wipe your eyes, you see the blue and silver cans or bottles of Michelob Ultra. Because once it hits your laptop, it's an amazing time. Big Dave, what makes it so ultra? Thank you for asking me that. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. It's a superior, smooth taste worth playing for, and is the official American beer sponsor of your Chicago Bulls. So grab a Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer as you cheer on the Chicago Bulls, because no matter what you're playing for, you can make it superior with Michelob Ultra. Be Ultra Magnetic. Ultra.
On expectations, Dave. What's going on, Bulls Nation? We are here, CHGO Bulls postgame. Just rolled past that midnight hour here in Chicago. Appreciate you all for being up late with us to help us break this one down. Hit the like button if you didn't do it yet. Throw us a super chat. We'll get to those. Throw us your Goon of the Night nominees as well. Bulls win 122-121. So, because people in the chat are harping about it, maybe we could talk about, what exactly it was that caused the Bulls to cough up that fourth quarter lead on both ends of the floor. Obviously, it's been established they were doo-doo protecting the defensive glass. They technically were better in the second half. They give up 16 offensive rebounds in the first half. Narrow that down to 10 offensive rebounds in the second half. But I swear, 6 of those 10 came in the final 5 minutes of the game. Somebody pointed out in the chat earlier, it has been one of the strengths of the Bulls defense that is, somewhere between middle of the pack and not quite middle of the pack. They've been, I think, most of the season a top 5 team in defensive rebounding percentage in the NBA. Tonight, that was not the case. Portland has a lot of size. Josh Giddey, my dude, 5 rebounds. If we're going to praise you all the time for being one of the best rebounding guards in the league for a team that needs collective rebounding from every which way, I'm sorry. Then I'm going to call you out for having only 5 rebounds tonight. I also picked you to get 10 in my pregame picks.
There it is.
The one thing I was wrong about tonight. That's unfortunate. But and not just a single Giddey out. As a team, the defense is bad. But let's talk about offensively why the Bulls weren't getting buckets when the Blazers were with all their second chance opportunities. I think the Bulls got a little bit trigger happy behind the 3-point line at times. Vooch missed a couple of threes. Giddey missed a weird pull-up shot in the lane. Then there's also the question of who's out there in the fourth quarter, because I know Bulls fans care deeply about who's out there. What did you make of the Bulls offense kind of spinning its wheels in that fourth, Dave? Or Goat, either of you.
Well, I was just going to go through some of the numbers here, because you look at like the actual game numbers, 48% from the field for the Bulls, 43% on threes. They make 21 of them. You're going to win most nights when you make 20 or more threes. Sure. The free throws, not great, 9 of 14. And the Blazers were 21 of 32, so even worse, but had more opportunity there. I think to me, like the big thing was the offensive rebounding, which I mentioned. And yeah, I mean, Donovan Clingan had 10 offensive rebounds on his own. I think he's putting a huge amount of pressure on Vooch. Obviously, he's just like a animal to try to handle. And Vooch is trying to box him out, but like that was only 10 of their 26. So you're giving up 16 from everybody else, and that's like more than you give up on most nights too. So it's not an excuse for any one person. That's like a team thing. But when you're sending maybe multiple bodies at Clingan, you're still not getting them. That's giving up runway for the others. And then I think in the fourth quarter, the Blazers just started hitting shots, and the Bulls stopped. I mentioned they shot 48% from the field and 43% on threes in the game. In the fourth quarter, they were 39% from the field, 33% on threes. It wasn't like they were turning the ball over a bunch. They only had 3 turnovers, but it felt like the Blazers were really able to just get into the paint, finish at the rim, and get to the foul line. And that is reflected in the numbers. They were 12 of 22 from the field, 4 of 9 on threes. So they finally start hitting their threes, but then 11 of 15 from the foul line. If you're giving up 15 free throws in a quarter, you're giving up rim shots, and you're giving up offensive rebounds, it's just hard. And then like the Bulls rely so much on this ability to like get steals, get stops, and run out and get on to the offensive side and use that defense to fuel their offense. If you're giving up layups and you're just getting like throttled down there, it's not helping you get into your offense at all either. And so the same way that they can build up momentum by getting stops and running, I think they can really lose their momentum and allow teams to pick up momentum by not getting stops, by giving up those layups and rim shots and offensive rebounds that really sucked the air out of their sails. So that was a big one to me. They had 6 offensive boards in the fourth quarter alone. And really it just Denny started hitting shots too. I mean, he was 50% from the field with 3 of 4 free throws and 2 of 5 threes in the fourth quarter. He started making shots. Jeremy Grant hit a couple of big threes. All of a sudden, they put a run together, and it's a close game, and then it's kind of like anything can happen.
I think this game also was won and lost at the free throw line, as you mentioned earlier, how they did in the fourth quarter. I mean, Portland had 32 trips to the line. The Bulls had 14.
Thank the Blazers for missing 11 of those 32.
Exactly what I was about to go next.
Otherwise, we're talking about a freaking L right now.
21 of 32 is what they were at the line. 9 of 14 for the Bulls. They weren't great either, but obviously they got to the line much more. I mean, Denny Avdia had 12 free throws himself. The Bulls had a total of 14. He had 12 himself. I mean, Jeremy Grant had 10. You know, like they got to the line, and we talked about it in pregame, how Denny Avdia is going to be like that. He's going to be aggressive. He's going to get to the free throw line. He's going to draw fouls. And we saw that all game long. We saw the refs not calling some of those for Denny Avdia. It did not deter him. He continued to go to the paint, continued to go to the lane. And when he gets that going, like any other shooter, he can take that three-point shot in that fourth quarter and hit that clutch bucket if you give it to him, which is exactly what he did. But the Bulls did a great job running it strictly through Vooch to start, because Vooch was 11 of 19 from the field, and he set the tone very, very early with his three-point shooting. He got the Bulls off to that start, because remember, Portland got off to a 10-2 run, you know, to start the game.
Yep.
That's how they started the game, okay? So they needed somebody to, you know, put that salve on for them. And tonight it was definitely Nikola Vucevic, and then it was Coby White right after that. Kept pushing it, moving it, pushing it forward until they got to the fourth quarter. And like you said, everything went haywire. Everything went crazy for them. Portland started hitting everything. The Bulls started missing everything. But again, credit the Bulls for not losing their head. Credit the Bulls for sticking with it. And credit Billy Donovan for keeping those guys in this game so they were able to pull this victory out, man. Because to lose in that fashion that they would have lost, no, that wouldn't have been cool at all, especially to that team.
Yeah.
That they would have lost to.
Spartax in the chat also asking about the challenge calls late. And that's the other thing, if you're talking about possession by possession, what happened as we watched that Bulls lead evaporate. The Bulls still very much with a chance to win that game late, and the ball is in Coby White's hands. he tries to create some contact off the dribble and gets the whistle. Then Thiago Splitter, timeout, challenge. They reverse the call. I was a little bit surprised that they reversed the call because Coby definitely initiated some contact. I feel like got his defender to jump a little bit. But so instead of Coby at the line for 2 free throws, then it's a jump ball. And then shout out Modest. Modest wins that jump ball and then taps it ahead to Coby. It looks like Bulls are about to get an easy 2 in the fast break. And then there's some sort of miscommunication between Coby White and Josh Giddey on that fast break. And it's a Bulls turnover instead. Like late game execution, that stuff matters. And that's why, that's hopefully just a little blip on the radar of what I am more curious to see with Coby being reintegrated into this team. And shout out to him. He hit a huge 3 to trim the lead, the Blazers lead down to 1, and then made the game-winning drive and dish to Vooch. We've also seen Josh Giddey do that drive and dish game-winning pass to Vooch earlier this season, the cardiac game against the Sixers. But assuming that Coby is back in the starting lineup soon, if not Miami, then shortly thereafter, then him and Josh reestablishing some offensive chemistry, minimizing turnovers, and both finding ways to create good looks for themselves and their teammates. Because without Coby, it's just been a lot of Josh and like shooters in the corners, Vooch setting high screens, and then whoever the fifth man on the floor is doing lots of different stuff, like creating possible pick and pop operations, possible off-ball cuts. Shout out to our pal Steven, who has left CHGO Town to go do PHNX Suns over with our friends over there. He was breaking down some great game tape on the Bulls tonight. You should follow him. He's been doing it for the last couple of games. He was had a great breakdown about how frequently the Bulls were using Spain pick and roll with Giddey down the stretch of another recent tight game. And so it's like the Bulls, as much as they want to get out and play fast, clearly seem to have certain go-to offensive motions and options that they're calling late in these games. It's just about executing them.
That's it.
And not turning the ball over and taking and making good looks.
Yeah, because there's nothing normal about how it's happening. The execution is happening awesomely with the bench more so than what's happening with the starters. That's not a normal thing. You know what I mean? So for them to get it this way, that we're watching them win, it's still a good thing because it's ending in the result that you want. It's no matter how you're getting there, it's about getting that end result of the W, man. So, yes, you want the execution to be better. You want it to be nicer. You want it to be smoother. Yes, you want those pick and rolls to be sharper. Yes, you want that half court to be all that. Like Matt told you, they don't have that talent to do all that right now with certain guys. So you have to get it how you're going to have to get it. If the bench is going to have to lead you one night, go ahead and do that. It's not normal when your bench scores 60-plus points in a game. You know what I mean?
It's normal for the Bulls, I guess.
But for the Bulls, that's a norm. You know what I mean right now. So, okay, that's what's getting us victory. That's what we're going to grow to. That's what we're going to do. So, hopefully, and the point is, and the reason why, I'm a little more excited about it now is because it's early on in the year. This isn't the end of the year where this stuff is happening. This is early on in the year, which means there's more time to get better, more time to improve, more time to look at that film and to realize what you did right, realize what you did wrong, and to grow from that stuff. But it's better to grow with a W behind you, man, than it is an L. That's how it goes.
Also, just quickly before we go to break, I think this is true for the Bulls, but I think it's true for a lot of these teams too, is no one is just completely dominant across every category. Teams have strengths and weaknesses. The Bulls have theirs. Their bench is really strong for them. Their starters are maybe not as much compared to other teams. They don't have that same star power. Although I think hopefully Coby and Giddey and Modest will eventually get to that point, or they're able to find somebody else to bring him in, whatever it may be. They have to kind of find a way within what they have to be competitive on a night-to-night basis. That's why we talk about the possession battle so much. That's why we talk about defensive rebounding. They can sort of make up for or compensate for their weaknesses by beating teams in other categories, not fouling them so much, not turning it over. They didn't do that tonight. They were kind of even in the turnover battle. Correct. They gave up a ton of offensive rebounds, but sometimes it just comes down to shot making, and they've got guys that can clearly do that. So I think for me, it's just a matter of on any given night, can you step up to the moment and sort of get to or complete the task at hand in order to help you win in the category that's going to help you win in the game. And I think when you think about it in terms of that sort of individual challenge, as opposed to this team needs to dominate this other team in every single category. It's it's just how can you do it that night? And I think when you're an under-talented team, that's just how you have to do it.
Seriously.
Our pal South MU, the president of the Fire Billy Committee. Billy's holding his team back. Competent coach smokes this team every night. Did you expect Billy Donovan to go out there and grab some of those defensive rebounds the Bulls needed to get?
A little short.
Is your point? Well, he didn't have the right guys on the floor. That's why they were giving up so many offensive rebounds. Jalen Smith played 12 minutes tonight. He grabbed nary a defensive rebound.
Wow.
He had one offensive rebound.
Oh, man.
So, like, who are you talking about? Zach Collins ain't ready to play yet.
Yeah.
Vooch grabbed 7 defensive rebounds. Giddy did have all 5 of his on the defensive end. Kudos to him. Lee grabbed 4. Io grabbed 3. It wasn't enough. I don't know why that's on Billy. I really, really don't. But your point has been heard, observed, and taken, South MU.
Shout out to you.
We got another ad break. We got to knock out. Still plenty more to get to on tonight's postgame. We got some super chats we will get to. Throw yours in there and throw us your nominees for Goon of the Night, preferably in super chat form.
Yeah.
Hit the like button. Here's some ads.
Yes, Anthony, they won.
CHGO Bulls is brought to you by Senorita THC Margaritas. Senorita is the full-flavor THC margarita that's rewriting the rules of happy hour. Crafted by wine industry experts, Senorita blends real fruit juice, organic Mexican agave, and a hint of pink salt for award-winning taste. With 5 or 10 milligrams of fast-acting THC, every can delivers a smooth social buzz without the hangover. Perfect for tailgate coolers, game days on the couch, or anytime you're craving something deliciously different. It's the original award-winning THC margarita. No booze, no hangover, delivering a light social buzz within just 30 minutes.
Woo!
It's also available in a 4-pack or variety party pack.
Come on.
Stock your cooler with something deliciously different. Want to try it? Use this QR code on the screen to get 20% off your first order with promo code CHGO. Again, scan the QR code. You can also buy it at retailers like Binny's or order with DoorDash. Must be 21 and older. Please enjoy responsibly.
You know what? He's talking about money. And if you're going to have your money and you want to get it right, you need to be rolling with Monarch. I have been more financially literate because of Monarch money. That is a absolute fact. I have learned the things that I am spending money on. I was like, what the hell, after I read that. And then Monarch said, but guess what? This is how we're going to break it all down, baby. Also, I got other people on it. I got my sister on it, man. You can get your investments right on it. Like, it is just a great budgeting app that you all should be a part of, man. And it was named by the Wall Street Journal the best budgeting app of 2025. It is absolutely amazing. Use it, y'all. You can get control over your finances with Monarch Money. Use the code CHGO at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with the code CHGO. Money.
Money!
That time it was over.
What up, CHGO Bulls Nation? We're back with more post-game late on Wednesday night / Thursday morning. Hit that like button if you didn't do it during the ad break. Shout out to our guy Flipside23 who threw us a super chat for $4.99. Appreciate you, Flipside. Saying, what up, CHGO crew? I'll take all the W's. Chicago sports is hazardous to my health, but I will continue to live dangerously. Go Bulls.
I too.
That's right. I'm telling you, man, between this overlap of, and I mean, the Blackhawks have also been playing some pretty tightly contested games. But shout out to them. They're winning. Bedard just got his second hat trick of the season last night.
Was awesome,
the big W for them. But there was some dramatic finishes.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much more my heart can take it.
JC?
I was just going to say, is Chicago sports like one of those pharmaceutical commercials that you see where it's like, do not watch Chicago sports if you begin to bleed from your eyes. If you have agita, if you want to fire Billy Donovan. Like,
That's right. Or what was the SNL fake medicine commercial from?
Oh, the fake beer?
Was it Shane Gillis?
Yeah,
like, couple of beers.
Couple of beers.
Thankfully, my doctor talked to me about couple of beers.
Couple of beers.
If you're having several cardiac events over the course of a Bulls or otherwise Chicago sporting event, couple of beers.
That was so funny.
Why not take a couple of beers and see how it does for you?
That was good stuff.
Was there another super chat in there that we didn't get to, Joey? Keep them
from our friend Juan Guzman coming in.
Juan Guzman with $5 super chat. Appreciate you. How do you guys see Zach Collins fitting into the rotation and helping with defensive rebounding? So we actually did talk about that some on yesterday's Off Day Show pod, so you can go give yesterday's episode a watch. But to just briefly address that now, I think that is something that is it'll be good to have Zach Collins back. Shout out to him, by the way. Birthday today. Happy birthday, Zach Collins. Would I have liked to be able to see him out there for some minutes while the Bulls were getting absolutely demolished on the boards? Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how Billy Donovan is going to approach reintegrating him with Vooch, who is going to be his ride or die starting center until he is no longer under contract with the Bulls
Accept it.
and in the facility. Bulls fans, you just got to come to terms with that, okay?
Accept it.
And then with the way that Jalen Smith has been playing well, he did play through what they called a pectoral strain, I believe, when he got locked up with Joker on Monday night. So maybe that had something to do with him only playing 12 minutes tonight.
Yeah.
And Billy riding Vooch for 34. Billy also, at some point, I can't remember which quarter, rode small ball out there with Pat at the 5.
Yeah.
While Klingon was out there at the 5.
Yeah.
That's a little curious.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I anticipate that they're going to ease Collins back in to make sure that the wrist is okay. And then from there, Billy and Goat, haven't you said that he's talked about it? Like, I'm just going to ride whoever I think is playing well tonight.
Yeah, he hasn't necessarily specifically said that about Collins and Jalen Smith specifically.
Right.
But just in general, that's been his approach. I understand the sort of frustration with the offensive rebounding from the Blazers tonight.
Okay.
I will say this. The Blazers are number 2 team in the league in offensive rebounding percentage. They're very
It's
good at
almost like
that.
we talked about in pregame for a reason.
Even after tonight, even after the game tonight, when the Bulls gave up 26 offensive rebounds, they are the number 5 team in defensive rebounding percentage. They're number 1 in defensive rebounds per game. That is a strength of this team. It got beaten bad tonight. I don't think this is necessarily something that you need to freak out about and completely throw out the script and rewrite it to solve this issue. I think against most teams, that's something that they are really good at. Vooch in particular is somebody that always boxes out and makes sure that his team gets the rebound. He's also very good at getting them himself. Giddey, incredible defensive rebounder, has gotten a lot better on the offensive side too. I don't think this is a weakness of the team. I in fact think it's a strength of theirs, but you're also going to run into nights where a team is just better at their game than you are at yours. And that's kind of what I saw tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you can even simplify if your best player doing best player stuff against you. You know what I mean?
Sometimes great defense gets beaten by good offense.
That's what it is. And sometimes great defense beats great offense. But it's about whatever level of greatness that is. So when you're number 2 in that and they come out and do that, then they're doing what they're really, really great at, man. So it's understandable. But the point of it is, again, to win. So if you go ahead and they do that on you, don't let that be the reason that you lose. You know what I mean? And they were able to get the victory and snatch that and put that away because that offensive rebounding was destroying them. The and one that Clean Kong got. Oh, my goodness, man. Got that. Listen, the passes he was making after getting that offensive rebound were incredible. I was like, how's he making that pass from the floor? He's making these great passes after getting it, man. He was outstanding at that stuff tonight. But in the end, he did not get out to his man. He did not get out to Vooch to stop that 3-point shot. Vooch hits a huge 3, sends that joint home, man. So that's, for me, it just will always boil back down to that. Did you win? Did you win? Did you win? Did you win? And especially in games where you play like that and you give it all up, did you still find a way, to stretch that out and get that victory? And the Bulls did tonight. And for me, that's a good thing, man. And it's good for this to happen now than in the second half of the season when everything's already decided. Things are being decided now. That's why I thought it was important when the season started, the Bulls to come out and get off to a good start because you're going to find out who they were very early. We're finding out who this team is, man. This team is very resilient. Very resilient. And, again, much credit to Billy Donovan and credit to guys like Ayo Dosunmu, Josh Giddey, and Vooch, who keep those level heads and keep those guys around them calm and cool in those situations.
I think they also, just real quick to follow up on that, they got pretty lucky that the Blazers weren't hitting their threes off of those offensive rebounds.
Without a doubt.
This
I don't
game,
leave that out. You're right.
If they had made the Bulls pay for it, they probably would have won by 20.
Yeah.
With the way that they were getting those offensive rebounds. So
if
the
they
Bulls,
hit their free throws, they would have won.
I'm not
10.
dismissing that as an issue. That was the reason that the Blazers were in this game. It's the reason why they almost won it. And the reason why they were able to come back. I think the bigger thing, though, is just how can you provide a little bit more resistance on some of these drives to where you're not getting pushed basically below the basket. Like so many times Denny would drive and just take Okoro or whoever was guarding him underneath the basket, and then you're not in a position to box out and get a rebound if your momentum is taking you out of bounds. That's when guys can crash and come in. And so I think a lot of that can be turned down at least by a little bit more resistance, a little bit more pressure at the point of attack, trying to get rid of some of these drives that happen. But we've talked about this, basically every day this season. They just don't have the personnel to do that. And so you're trying to make up for it in other ways. You're trying to send help a little bit more aggressively and then rotate back out. You're trying to load up and send your shifts. And it's a hard thing to execute on a possession by possession basis for any team. It's just probably even more important that the Bulls execute it because they're so limited in terms of defensive perimeter individual talent. And that's a hard thing to overcome. And they just got a little lucky tonight with not like necessarily with the Blazers not necessarily making them pay for it. But on another night against another team, like if they're playing the Rockets, like that could be a different story. If they're playing the Blazers again, that's going to be another problem.
OKC, all of that. And even you're right about Denny, because Denny did that consistently in that fourth quarter.
He's so good.
When he was getting those guys top of the key, didn't matter who was guarding them. We saw Okoro doing it, saw Coby doing it, but he did the same thing every time. They would clear it out. He's top of the key. He puts that pressure on you, getting to the lane, usually on the left side, putting guys on this side with his hip, which allow him to do that spin and come underneath you for that layup and either draw the foul or make the bucket or get both. And he did that all fourth quarter long, man. That's unstoppable stuff that he was doing on guys. So, yes, it was impressive. You're 100% right on the missed shots that they had, because it was like that all game long for them. They were missing all the threes and all the free throws, man. All of that stuff was happening for them tonight, and the Bulls capitalized on it, what you're supposed to do in a game like that. When they're not playing their best and they're missing the easy stuff, you have to make them pay for it, man. And the Bulls kind of did that. Got it to the end, but they got the win.
And just, again, real quick, like sometimes you can do everything right and still, generate the perfect offensive possession and still miss the shot. Like sometimes you can go through an entire game and do everything perfectly, but a team just makes a shot. And that was kind of how it worked out for the Bulls tonight, was just like the Blazers did all the things that they needed to do to try to win the game. The Bulls did not necessarily execute all the things that they needed to do, but they were the team that made the most shots. And that's really kind of what it comes down to. So sometimes like the four factors, the effective field goal percentage, the actual making the shots is the most important one. And that's the one that did.
And I saw South MU again in the chat saying, well, it's about gang rebounding. It's not like the Bulls needed to get out and run tonight against this scrub Blazers team. The Bulls are going to play to their identity every night. And it's not like the Bulls were running and therefore ignoring the defensive boards. It's not like there was 0 Bulls jerseys or only 1 Bulls jersey under the bucket when the Blazers kept grabbing those boards or knocking them out or keeping loose balls alive. They were doing that against 3 or 4 Bulls defensive rebounders. It's not about not having the bodies. It's about doing a better job.
Didn't mean to cut you off. 9 Blazers had an offensive rebound tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them had 3 or more. 2 of them had 4, and obviously Klingon had 10. So it's just like when that's such a big part of your identity, as it is for the Blazers, you are like so consumed with, we need to block out Klingon. We need to get him away from the basket. And he's so big and tall and strong that he's able to get a lot of those anyway. But then you're also sending help to go guard him. And like Chris Murray's coming in for 4 offensive rebounds. And it's like, I wasn't prepared for that. That's part of the problem of like, that's just how it goes sometimes in the regular season when you can't like adjust and counter all these things. Again, I think this is a problem that they're going to need to get better at. I don't think it's like you need to rewrite the whole script and like come up with a new roster now because they gave up 26 in a game.
Again, coming into tonight, the Bulls I think were 6th in the NBA in defensive rebounding percentage. Like it was a bad night for that category against the team in the league who is second best at doing that to you. So it happens. Try to be better at it moving forward. As far as just where Billy and the crew go from here, Coby White coming back, hopefully Zach Collins coming back soon. Andrew McKay in the chat saying, I hope Billy gives Sticks some run at power forward with Collins. Would have helped tonight. Thomas Banks, meanwhile, saying what they need is more Julian Phillips minutes. Dude is a damn good rebounder. Somebody else was calling for Mondes to have had more rebounds tonight. And so, I mean, whether it's your young wings, your bigs, whoever it is, again, I think what Billy is relying on for this team to try to have their best shot at a win every night And some of it will be tweaked from opponent to opponent and what those opponents do well and are going to try to take away from what you do well. This is Bulls wins by committee, y'all. This is obviously certain players, no disrespect to others, are more important to what this team is doing every possession down the floor, every night. But Billy went 12 deep. Julian Phillips did only play 5 minutes, but was the only person off the bench to not play at least 10. So I don't see that changing.
Yeah.
AK's preaching depth. Billy's preaching depth. The Bulls bench is scoring 60 points a night. They mentioned on the broadcast with another big scoring night from the Bulls bench tonight. They officially overtook with their bench points per game average the Memphis Grizzlies for the most productive bench in the NBA after tonight's action. That's what the team is relying on to be good and to have a chance to win every night. Does that mean some nights some guys will play more than others? Yeah. Because it's like, all right, what are we going to do tonight? Because there is no clear cut. Here are my starting 5. Here are my 2.5 bench players.
Yeah.
Like some people do it around here.
Yeah.
No, the Bulls are preaching depth, and Billy's going to use depth.
Yeah, and we saw it early on in the season. I still remember the Orlando game when Ayo DeSumo was cooking, and Billy and Josh Giddey's trying to come into the game, or Billy trying to get him in, and he's like, "No, sir, I'm going to go ahead and continue to sit right on out. You keep playing Ayo." That is, again, by committee kind of stuff right there. To leave that guy in the fourth quarter and you're, the leader of the team. You're going to have to be out there on the floor. No, this dude's cooking. Leave him out there on the floor. That's not going to happen necessarily with a guy like James Harden. He wouldn't do that in that situation, or Kevin Durant or LeBron James or whatever great you want to point out or point to. Doesn't matter how bad of a game they had, you're getting in the game because I'm going to need you in the game. It's not going to be like that for the Bulls. Everything, like Matt just said, everything is going to be by committee. The defense will be by committee. The rebounding will be by committee. Running in transition as a unit, all of it is by committee. It's why I think their bench unit is so good, because when you're preaching everybody's got to do it together, that's what a bench usually has to do to be great and successful. Is you don't worry about your points. It's more selfless when it comes to a bench like that. That's why it works and why it's clicking so much with this team, man. So you just wanted to continue clicking and finding a way to get a victory. That's all Billy Donovan is trying to do. Every night is trying to find a way to win, man. And whatever he can use to get that victory, he's going to try to use it.
Also, like, the three of us are under no illusions that this team, like, needs a star player, that they need, like, a more talent in order to win these games handedly.
This game is about to ascend them into something else.
Like,
You're
I think
nothing. I'm just happy they won a game.
I think the Bulls are a good team. I don't think they're a great team, and I think they're like a star player or maybe two away from becoming a great team. But like,
so when that's
I feel
the case
like,
and you win a game on the road, even if you almost coughed up a lead but didn't, like, I don't know why fans are pissed about that.
you can be happy or
Doesn't
mad
that
with.
also fortify really quick that, like, they have to stick to their style, and there's going to be certain nights where, like, the styles are going to make fights. And tonight was a fight because they're not built for that.
Yeah.
Blazers are built for offensive rebounding. You're not all of a sudden, because they're playing, we're seeing in the chat here, playing their D team and their F team, they're not all of a sudden going to be like, let's just play like them because we have to adjust to their style. Like, I'm sorry, you have to stick with what your strengths are, and you have to run out there, and you have to try and win that way.
It's also just like, we know they need a star. We've been talking about this for years. The ways to do that are either to tank and get one in the draft or trade for one. The same people that are saying this are against tanking, didn't want to do that the last couple of years, and against the Anthony Davis trade that we brought up, or trading for other guys because they don't want to trade for a star player because it costs too much or he's too expensive. Like, you can't have it both ways. You don't get to, like, be a competitive team every year and also have a star player, because you're not going to get that guy in the draft.
Correct.
And maybe something happens in free agency one year. It hasn't really happened in my lifetime. Maybe that will change, but like, there isn't a way for them to be both competitive every year at a high level and have a star player and never tank. Like, something's got to give there. And like, they're taking this path, which you can agree or not agree with. That's the path they're going on. This is the route they're taking. But I just don't think like they're going to have a 60-win season or a 55-win season or probably a 50-win season without having some serious star-level talent. And they're not going to get a star unless they either push in a lot of chips in terms of assets and young players, or unless they get lucky moving up in the draft or spend a couple of years tanking to try to get that guy.
Right. Cosmickies in the chat saying this happens all over the NBA every night. Today's game 20-point leads are just not safe unless you're like OKC. Valid point, and something that I think you might remind yourself if you are like blood-faced red, pissed off about the Bulls almost coughing this game up, but still winning it anyway and not being happy about that. It goes back to what I said earlier. The Bulls are not a good enough team to comfortably and confidently beat teams by 30, even if it was the Blazers D team.
Well, who are we?
Who are we?
Like,
who the hell are the Bulls?
What happened 2 games ago when
any
they lost
lead
to the
or
Utah
any
Jazz?
game or any W for granted as a lockdown guarantee certainty because they ain't that. I'm not ready to call the Bulls a good team. I'll willingly go so far as to call them a frisky team. They've been an entertaining team to watch. I'll take that with our freaking low bar lives we live with as Bulls fans. But no, you cannot expect the Bulls to just beat scrub teams or teams that are missing half their guy because we should. Who are the Bulls? Who are the Bulls?
I'll tell you who the Bulls are. There's some people I'm about to hand a belt to. That's somebody on there that's going to get a Goon belt. Joey C., if you please, could you smack him with the backhand one time? Because what's time for Goon of the Night? Hit me, Joey C.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man. The man.
Oh, in all its glory and splendor, Goon of the Night belt is in your face. Yes, I like Goat is here for all of this because he misses all of this.
I miss a lot. I do miss a lot of
He
them.
misses all of this ridiculousness that I spew up here, sitting in this seat that you all allow me to.
Third
And I
road win
appreciate
of the
y'all
year.
for me, man. Yes,
Right?
that's true.
Is that right?
That's the GOAT, man. He's doing his thing. We need more GOAT in this
I
studio.
never understood.
Never understood. Here's the belt right here, ladies and gentlemen. You see it. It's awesome. You talk about it. I appreciate y'all putting in your votes early and often in the chat. Shout out to y'all. But everybody here gets a say in who is Goon of the Night, and then I decide who is Goon of the Night. So I will start with the handsome mustache gentleman to my right, Matthew Peck. Who, sir, is your Goon of the Night?
Well,
That rhymed so much.
I would like to give my Goon nom to Ayo Dosunmu. Reliable every freaking night.
Yeah.
23 minutes off the bench tonight. 5 of 7 from the field. 2 of 4 from downtown. Efficiency. Grab 4 boards. But, and I don't want to take credit for it or full credit for it because I did notice this. But Bruno in the chat mentioned it as well. I don't know if you can find that comment, Joey. As the Bulls and we all were watching that final possession play out, Coby, dribble, Coby, drive, collapses defense, kick, Vooch, rise and fire. Bruno pointed out, Ayo already started running down the floor in celebration between the ball leaving Vooch's hands and the ball going through the net.
Wow.
Because Ayo, who has been Vooch's teammate for a while and seen him make those shots damn near all the time, knew it was going in. The walk-off celebration of not the person who took the shot, but the person who took the shot's teammate going, before it falls through the net, oh, that's going in. That's a Jordan teammate.
That is.
Just like jogging down, like, well, we got this W in the bag.
That's Dennis Rodman.
As he rises up to fire. That is nonsense. But you know what that is? That is freaking faith in your teammate. And I love that. Shout out Ayo.
That was well said. Awesome to him. Well said. This will go over here to this gentleman right there
On your left.
on the left. Will the go
Can I
Gottlieb,
hold-
sir?
Can I hold it?
Absolutely.
Can I feel it?
Absolutely. Who is your?
Should we get him the
Goon?
bucket of hats?
all
Is he
its-
about to toss?
What did you call it? Glory and splendor?
Oh, it's glorious splendor.
Take it away. I don't deserve it.
Yeah. It'll be here. Don't worry.
It'll be here.
Who's your Goon of the Night, sir?
I want to give a special shout out to Nikola Vucevic, who hit the game-winning 3.
Yeah. He
He had a great game for himself, but
That's all he does.
I cannot, in spite of the game-winning 3, I cannot give Vooch the Goon of the Night.
Okay.
I instead have to go with my friend Dalen Terry.
Oh,
Ooh, the
I mean-
chat's the people's favorite.
The people's
I was
favorite.
gonna say
Holy
that's
moly.
why I went a different direction because I have a feeling.
I have not seen Dalen this frisky since he was busting my ass on the Papa Shot over there a couple of weeks ago. He was awesome defensively. He was all over the place. He was a team high plus 16.
Wow.
He had 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block. He was getting up and down.
Yes, he
He was
was.
playing good defense. And I just felt like this was like the most Energizer Bunny impact off the bench, microwave energy guy that I've seen from him in his career. He also had like the best finish I've probably seen from him in his
Ooh,
entire career.
it was pretty.
Great game from Dalen, and I think he like is on the precipice of carving out a real role for himself. And I feel like this game was kind of like I'm curious to see what happens on Friday because I feel like this might have been the one where he really earns a rotation spot.
I like hearing that.
We saw him behind Julian Phillips in Billy's rotation out of the gate this season. I mentioned that Julian played 5 tonight. Dalen, 17.
Team high plus 16.
Huge.
awesome
Huge
stuff, man.
Great game from Dalen.
Joey C.
I'm gonna throw an
C
honorable
is for
mention out
cat's
there.
pajamas.
Yeah, it's true. The cat now has pajamas. I love it. You guys know I was working on other stuff, so just
You
be very
were.
fair. I want to do
And
honor-
shout out
no, no,
Joey
no, no.
C.
I'm just saying honorable mention. I want to throw out there. I just want to nominate Coby White tonight because there's something very specific that I noticed about some of the final moments in the final plays, specifically that last play when we're talking about Vooch hitting that 3. Have we not talked about the dude is in his second game back? He's got 25 points. He had 27 the other night, 25 tonight, 5 and 9 from 3. And they're giving the ball into Coby White's hands in those final moments to either shoot the ball to tie the game, hit a step back for a 3. He drives, he kicks to Vooch, makes a great pass. Bulls win. It's his second game back, and he has already made an integral play and an integral part of the game for the Bulls to win. I just want to shout him out.
On
That's
2 nights.
well said, sir.
25
Very well
and
said.
27 minutes.
Yeah. And again, in another game where he comes in and his very first shot is a 3-pointer that he makes. Very first shot. As soon as he gets into the game.
Welcome back.
Oh, we missed him so, man. Shout out Jacoby
just
White.
a quick nitpick.
Sure.
You were talking about the free throw discrepancy earlier, Dave, and
I
that being a
was.
problem tonight.
Yeah.
Kobe, great game. Would I have liked to see him at the free throw line more in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
Especially after watching him shoot 14 and make 14 in the game on Sunday. Yeah. So, little nitpick, but
Okay.
I'm sure we will see more of Coby White at the free throw line in the near future.
I agree with you 100%. Well, what an eventful night. You see it. It's awesome. It's Goon of the night. This is the belt. Before I give it a quick honorable mention to the man Joey C, not because of all the awesome hard work that he was doing, but while I was going on my rant, I don't know if y'all could catch a glimpse of Joey C's face when I was throwing those hats because it looking like he was trying to play defense. Like, please don't hit nothing. Please don't hit this camera. Please, no. The defense was on point
The
for
little
Joey
side
C.
to side. Yeah.
Man. He was please. I was like, I got you, man. Trust me.
Joey's
I got you.
always out there ready to grab some defensive rebounds,
Yeah,
you know?
he's ready, man.
That's
He's
right.
ready.
I
He's
have the
fried.
clinging.
C is for
I
Kling
just
Kong.
bored. I barely score.
That's it.
Oh, goodness.
It was awesome to see. Well, here it is. So, drum roll, please. Goon of the night.
Ralph Antwerp, please.
Come on. Dalen Terry. Are we serious out here? Of course it's Dalen Terry.
Well-deserved.
For all
Well-deserved.
the reasons you all know, for the reasons that Goat said, and yes, absolutely right, G, that block that he had on Yang, where Yang even had to talk to him at the free throw line about it because it was that mean and vicious. How about the 2 plays he had on one possession where it was a 3-point shot that he jumped up and tried to block from Portland. They missed it. They get the offensive rebound, kicks it out to the top of the key for another 3. Dalen Terry's in his face trying to block the shot, and they missed that one as well. How about when he makes another play on the other end of the floor, he's back down on the other end of the floor underneath the bucket trying to get the rebound, man. And that layup, yes, you're right, was so smooth and so sweet that he had. He was everywhere tonight, man, and it was controlled. That is the best part about it. It was controlled. It wasn't just him Tasmanian Devil doing stuff. No, man. He harnessed some of that power, and he knew when to use it. He knew when to go. He knew when not to. It was a great game by him because you saw his IQ working in this one as well. and it was Goonly.
Love
Goon
it.
of the night to one Dalen Terry.
Well
Congratulations. sir.
earned. And we won't go long into OT tonight because it is late, but just a reminder for all of you on our streaming services, if you want that bonus coverage, just head to allchgo.com. The reverse on the fast break was nice, but the one in traffic was, you just used the word control, Dave.
Yeah.
Usually when Dalen Terry attacks the basket, it is with reckless abandon. You don't know what you're about to watch happen, but you're usually not counting on it being a good result. At least that's me. But that was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. That's a great word for it. Oh, even the steal that he had and got his own outlet, went up and got the dunk and everything. Like, he really did do it all for them tonight, man. Like, and yeah, I agree so much with you, Goat. Like, I really think he's starting to carve out a position for himself on this team, because we talked about that in the offseason. How is he going to carve that position out? Where is he going to fit? Where is he going to get these minutes from, man? And he didn't play a lot, you know what I'm saying, to start the season. But, again, just like Mr. Javon Carter, my man stayed ready. He was ready. So when Billy called on him and gave him the green light to get out there and play, guess what, man? He was ready to go. Shout out to him.
And shout out to y'all who just got Joey C and us and yourselves across that 200 likes marker as we near the end of postgame. Credit also to Dalen Terry for all the likes, obviously. The Academy would like to point out that several-time Goon of the Night winner, Dalen Terry, this does mark his first win of the season.
This is Dalen Terry's first win of the year.
That's right.
He's been previously nominated.
He's been previously nominated for all the crazy shit that's Goon that Dalen does. We did, I think, have one or two more super chats that we should say hello to before we head out of here, Joey. Our pal AK, always throwing the super chats. We appreciate you. $9.99 saying the Blazers got up 107 shots to the Bulls 96. Not great. Bulls giving up 20-plus offensive rebounds to a team that can't shoot, gifting points in the paint. Vooch with a heroic 3 on the way to giving up a 20-point lead. Yuck. Wow. That was a great synopsis of what we all just watched. But ending it with yuck. Come
TLDR.
on. It's
wild.
as somebody who has embraced they ain't tanking. Yeah. W's are better than L's, y'all.
They are, man. They just are.
Was there one last one I didn't get to yet, Joseph?
Yeah, right here from Ryan Smith.
Ryan with a super chat. Where is it? I don't see it. Thank you.
Sir.
Ryan Smith with a $10 super chat. Thank you. Glad we won, but geez, where's my blood pressure cuff? Dalen, #Goon. There it is.
I've seen the word blood pressure a lot in the chat, man. Shout out to y'all for being concerned about your health.
Truly. Blood pressure, cardiac, heart attack. I feel like between the Bulls and Bears, I've just been this Farley gift from the super fans table for weeks.
I've learned to not get like that until the game is over. Like, I try to be even keeled. But when they win, you see what you saw.
I think I saw our friend Melissa, shout out to Miss Melissa, one of the queens of Bulls Nation, say on Twitter the other day, like, should I just not get emotionally invested in Bulls until 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter?
Right. Feeling like that, right?
And even then, it'll likely lead to a heart attack or 6.
Of relief.
Hey. Real quick, just wanted to wrap this up. Coby White, so glad to have him back.
Yeah.
And just to trigger the Vooch haters out there on a night when he hits a game-winning shot again. This is courtesy of Casey Johnson on Twitter. Coby White on Vooch, quote, after the game. He's our connector. He's our leader. He makes big-time plays. He's super important to what we do. We rely on him. He has a high IQ and good feel for the game. He's so dangerous. He can roll. He can pop. He's a really, really, really good basketball player.
It's true.
End quote.
Two-time All-Star.
Two-time All-Star.
People forget.
He's the mother. He's the father. He's the crane. He's the crow.
Yeah.
He's the moon.
I'm sure plenty of Bulls fans would like to add an asterisk or a little caret sign. Really, really, really good offensive basketball player. But hey, knock down the shot that mattered.
That's all that matters, man.
Wow, what a crazy night.
Shout out to G, man. Could you scroll back down there, Joey C?
Oh, real quick, I just want to do.
Oh, you got one. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. We just got to give one shout out quick to Chase Ashland here.
Jason Ashland, ever the optimist.
Bulls win!
Chat. There you go. That one's for you.
Had to hand that to you, man. Just want to give a shout out to G saying great live show. I finally got to see it.
There you go.
Shout out to you. Go Bulls.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
And Juan Guzman pointed out, hey, like we didn't even have Trey Jones the last couple games.
Yeah.
Could be getting him back as soon as Friday as well.
Yeah. More the merrier, man.
Dude, Billy's got options on options on options.
You're going to need them all, baby.
Whoever he uses, it will be a one-possession game in the final seconds. Honestly, think about this freaking 3-game trip that we just watched.
Ooh, man.
That was nuts.
Man.
Nuts.
We're in November.
Double overtime in Utah.
Yeah.
Loss. At the buzzer, by the way.
At the buzzer.
Joker missed a 3 that
Joker
would have
missed
forced
a 3
OT.
at the buzzer.
Yes.
And then this.
And then this.
I can't take it.
We're in November. All right. So pace yourselves, Bulls Nation.
That's right. That's right.
Pace yourselves.
Speaking of pacing yourselves, let's all get some sleep. Bulls are off tomorrow as they come home from the trip. We are off tomorrow, but we are dropping a mini pod for y'all. So keep an eye on that. It'll be right here.
It's about
CHGO
something
Sports
you will
YouTube channels.
It will delight you
Bulls
and enrage you all
playlist. And then we'll be back for the front end of their 4th game in 5 nights, front end of second back-to-back of the week.
Yeah.
Bulls back at home, NBA Cup against the stupid Heat.
They're stupid.
Can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
In the meantime, read GOAT stuff, allchgo.com. Become a diehard with promo code GOAT at sign up for that $36 for the first year offer. Incredible offer. So you can read all of his very best and diehard only content, including his latest chat with Captain Crikey. Josh Giddey about his shoe deal and his role on this Frisky Bulls team. Follow him, Will_Gottlieb, Big Dave Bow, BAWL Sports. I'm Bulls_Peck. We are CHGO_Bulls. We are helpless without the work of King Joey of the controls. Appreciate you.
Dude,
Shout out to
Katie.
Katie.
Represent.
Miss her. She's doing great. She told me that she wishes she was with us watching Bulls basketball tonight, as opposed to she was also working hard tonight. And I was like, "You really?" She was
2
like,
for
yeah.
1.
All right. Have a great Thursday, and we will talk to y'all on Friday. See you, Red. Be good.
Love y'all, man. Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.